There's a kind of strength the world underestimates. It's not loud. It doesn't seek attention. It doesn't flare up in conflict or crumble under pressure. It's the strength of restraint, the discipline to hold back, the power to observe without reacting. And when you master this, you don't just survive chaos, you become untouchable within it. The Stoics knew this well. In a world that constantly tries to provoke you, the greatest flex is emotional control. Not the kind you fake with a smile while boiling inside, but the kind you build like armor, layered, tested, real. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But here's the catch. Mental restraint doesn't come naturally. It's not instinctual. It must be chosen, practiced, forged. Every reaction you resist is a rep. Every insult you let pass without response adds steel to your spine. The Stoic path is not to suppress emotion, it's to channel it. Mastery isn't about feeling less, it's about reacting better. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, easily triggered, or manipulated by others' moods, it's not because you're weak. It's because you haven't trained your mind to sit in discomfort without panicking. Yet. But that's what we're here to change. Starting now. Every day, you're handed opportunities to build this restraint. A sarcastic comment, a disrespectful glance, an unexpected delay. Each one is a test, not of your ego, but of your control. The Stoic doesn't pass these tests with words or fists. He passes them with silence, presence, and precision. Mental restraint isn't avoidance, it's strategy. It's the ability to know when to respond, when to wait, and when to walk away entirely. You don't lose power by not reacting. You lose power when you react to everything. That's what makes most people fragile. They're emotionally porous. Every little thing gets in. Every word stings. Every opinion shakes them. But not you. Not anymore. To become untouchable, you must shift your mindset. From reaction to reflection. From impulse to intention. You're not just holding back your words. You're training your mind to remain still in chaos. And stillness, as the Stoics taught, is strength. Imagine the power of being unshakable. Not because the world stopped testing you, but because you stopped needing to prove yourself. Your strength becomes quiet, but undeniable. People notice it. They can feel it. They don't know what it is, but they respect. Think of Epictetus, born into slavery, who rose to become one of the most respected Stoic teachers in history. He was mocked, beaten, and oppressed, but never broken. Why? Because his mind was his fortress. He didn't control the world, but he mastered his response to it. That made him powerful beyond rank or wealth. You don't become untouchable by dominating others. You become untouchable by dominating yourself. This is the Stoic way. Self-command over social control, peace over provocation, purpose over pride. When someone tries to trigger you through manipulation, aggression, or passive disrespect, they're testing your discipline. And most people fail, not because they're incapable, but because they haven't built the inner structure to hold the pressure. They lash out, they defend, they over-explain. But the Stoic doesn't react. He pauses, he observes, he chooses silence, because silence isn't weakness, it's precision. And that's what makes him untouchable. If this mindset resonates with you, and you want to keep building this kind of power every day, hit subscribe and tap the bell. Let's walk this path together, stronger, calmer, smarter. There's a simple but powerful question every Stoic asks themselves in moments of tension. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, you let it pass. If the answer is yes, you act with clarity, not emotion. That's the filter. That's the gatekeeper of your energy. Imagine a life where your peace isn't constantly stolen by what others say or do. A life where your focus isn't hijacked by every interruption. That life isn't some fantasy. It's what happens when you practice mental restraint daily. You don't become cold, you become focused. You don't suppress, you select. Even in the smallest actions, how you respond to a rude message, how you deal with delays, how you move through criticism, you're either building your discipline or breaking it. And in the quiet moments, when no one's watching, you get to choose who you're becoming. Mental restraint is a daily discipline. You're not always going to win. Some days you'll react, some days you'll slip. But each time you pause before responding, you add a brick to your foundation. And eventually, you build something unshakable. A mind that's not controlled by the world, but one that calmly, quietly controls how it experiences the world. This restraint, this inner power, translates into every area of your life: relationships, work, health, leadership. Because when you're not ruled by emotion, you make better decisions. You don't chase, you don't beg, you don't fight for attention or validation. You lead, you hold, you elevate. People begin to notice. They sense something different. You speak less, but when you do, it matters. You're not the loudest voice in the room, but you're the one people listen to. Why? Because you've mastered the thing they're still slaves to, their reactions. This isn't arrogance, it's calm confidence, and it's built, not bought. The Stoics weren't concerned with image or recognition. They focused on the work within, the hard, invisible work of restraint. They understood that true strength isn't loud, it's quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It simply becomes undeniable. So when someone mocks you, doubts you, or tries to provoke you, don't respond to the noise. Let your growth, your peace, your precision speak for itself. Because every time you choose not to react, you're not just protecting your energy, you're proving your evolution. Here's the truth. Most people will never master this. They'll stay reactive. They'll let every comment, every inconvenience, every look pull them off center. Not because they're weak, but because they've never been shown another way. But you're seeing it now. You've seen what happens when you step back from the chaos and into clarity. You've tasted the stillness that comes when you stop trying to control others and start mastering yourself. That stillness, that's power. And the more you practice, the more your mind transforms. You stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter. You stop trying to win pointless arguments. You become unshakable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Now ask yourself this. In a world built to provoke, can you become the exception? Can you hold your peace when everything around you demands a reaction? Most won't, but you can. So stay sharp, stay focused, and most of all, stay untouchable. You've just taken one more step on the path of the Stoic. Let it guide you forward.